Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to United. I would say United therapy over the RDA at this point because that's what it be. That's what it be feeling like, to be honest with you. So subscribe, smash a like. We're going to discuss the game against Southampton coming up this weekend. So it's the match preview, of course. But yeah, Mr. Malotto, before we get into this game, I'm gonna ask you because obviously you couldn't make the match reaction last time. What were your thoughts on the last game against Burnley?
Yeah, no, I think I had a rant planned, maybe, but I'm not gonna waste my time with such. You could watch the Middlesbrough reaction. It wasn't even on the reaction. I think I was. You could watch the Middlesbrough reaction, and whatever I said there was exactly the same thing when I say about the Burnley. The same mistakes. A lot of chances in the first half, but we didn't take them. We just didn't take them, and it came back to bite us. And yeah, there's problems at this club. There's serious problems at this club, and I guess it is what it is. I guess we move. I guess we fight for top four. Luckily, our rivals are just as incompetent and Spurs drop points. But beside that, what is there to be hopeful for?
Exactly. Well, I was going to speak about that because we are currently not fourth. We are currently fifth. West Ham are above us now by 1 point. Tottenham could have went above us as well, but Tottenham, they bottled it. And I can't believe how they bottled it, but they bottled it. And you know who against they bottled it, Mr. Malotto? Southampton. You know who we're playing this weekend? Southampton. So already, I'm imagining the worst. I'm preparing for the worst because that's just how United are at the moment. I can't remember the last game we won, Malotto. Do you remember the last game we won? Because I actually can't remember the last game that we won. It's been so long since I thought us winning a game. Yeah, you see now, and the West Ham was how many weeks? Because there was an international break as well, so it feels even longer since we've won a game. So I completely forgot the feeling of that. But yeah, Southampton, Ralph Hasenhüttl, he's still there. He's getting better now. Very slow start to the season, but his team's finally picking up some form. Picking up some points. They're currently sitting in 10th. They're sitting in 10th. So the form is a bit 50-50, to be honest with you. They've won 2, drawn 2, and lost 1 of the last 5 games. So it literally is like a 50-50 there, depending on what happens. But when United come to town, only one thing happens, and that's United. We give to the poor. We love to give to the poor. That's for sure. And one thing I'll say off the bat: don't give them set pieces, United. I beg, please, don't give them set pieces. He could score from the corner. He literally could just curl it in from the corner. I wouldn't be surprised. Please, no set pieces, no free kicks. Because with Ward-Prowse in your team, you're asking for trouble. You really are asking for trouble. Luckily, they don't have a Vestergaard anymore to be in the box. But when you have Harry Maguire, or if he does play, anything can happen. Freaking Sergio Aguero could win a header against Harry Maguire, to be honest with you. But anyways, Malotto, how do you think this game is going to play out?
Look, on Spurs a little, my whole premise when I was making top 4 has always been that it's going to be the incompetence of Spurs, or an Arsenal, And we'll see that happen, They just don't have the team that is good enough to get over the line. But, the way we're playing, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. For the players that we have, it's a disgrace how crap we are. And, maybe that statement doesn't make sense anymore. Maybe I should take that back. Maybe we're just blinded. Maybe these players are crap.
These players are crap. No, I'm not having. These players are crap. These players are crap.
Yeah, we have Ronaldo. So that's where the excuse doesn't come in, because you can't be fighting for top 4 and have Ronaldo. It just mind boggles me. And we can say we have Bruno, but 80 million centre back, he's there, and he's shite. So yeah, it's just tough, and we're clearly going to fight for 4th. At a point, maybe we have an outside chance for 3rd, but it's not gonna happen. No way is it happening.
No. I'm looking at the table now. Yeah, no, not 4th. This one is.
Yeah, it's going to go right down to the line for 3rd. And it's going to be an interesting game. I can see us losing this game.
I can also see us losing this game.
I can see us. It has banana peel all over it, honestly. Because this is the type of team that beats us, honestly. I feel like at this moment in time under Ralph, we can beat teams that, we can kind of bully. Like West Ham, I think it's a mental thing. I think you've said as well. Yeah. Every time we reverse Moyes, he seems to be very defensive and pragmatic, But if a team comes, they're very positive. They have decent midfielders. They can control a midfield. It's over for us. it's
True.
over for us, And it just seems like it's going to be one of those games unless we just turn things around, And yeah, those over the last two games there's been sus referee calls, the handball in the FA Cup. Some might say Maguire, might try argue Maguire, but at the end of the day, you can't have so many chances and then complain about one chance. Or miss so many chances and complain about one instant that went against you, That's how a big team works, Yes, you'll be unlucky, but then you're so good that those unlucky moments don't matter, And that's our problem at the moment. We just can't seem to take our chances to start. And then beyond that, we just don't know to finish off a game, So, big problems.
Big problems. Yeah. That is big problems at United. At Old Trafford, there's some big problems. But yeah, some team news, actually. I'm just looking at Southampton's team. They're still without McCarthy. But that's fine. They don't have, who else is? Redmond is a bit of a doubt. All the strikers are back. So Broya, I believe, is also back now. And that's really been a player who's been picking up form at the moment. Ward-Prowse, obviously, we know Ward-Prowse. How he is at set pieces and all the captain of the team. So that's always one to look out for. In terms of United, look at my team on my left. I don't know if you noticed, Mr. Maloto, but there's one very big change in this team. There's a very big change in this team. And if he doesn't do it, I'm giving Ralph a 0. And I think we should fire him, to be honest with you. I think we should just fire him then afterwards. I don't care. And that's where I can't defend managers, because you need to have the balls enough. If you drop Ronaldo, if you have the balls enough to drop Ronaldo, drop Harry Maguire, drop Marcus Rashford. But the problem is, to drop Rashford, there is no one else now. There's no Martial, there's no Mason. So.
I'm over Rashford.
Yeah,
I'm so over Rashford.
As much as I think Lingard is bad, I might be with you. Just give. He can't be worse. He honestly can't get worse. So.
To be honest, I'll give Matic a shout on the way. I'm so over Rashford right now. Bloody hell.
The only other thing you could do is a bit of Ollie's out of Ollie's textbook is put Pogba at the wing and bring McFred back in. But I don't know what Taylor's and Fred's situation is with COVID still, so they're probably not going to play this game, and we'll only hear from Ralph tomorrow. But yeah, do you agree with me with this team? I think we really can't do anything, because our team that had lots of good depth, the depth is gone. It's all gone now, and now we're stuck with these lot, and I don't really think there's much problems. But I think Maguire has to get dropped. I really do think Maguire needs to get dropped.
Interesting. I have a feeling that Fred might come in. I don't know, I just get this feeling that he's going to try refresh in that sense. If that means dropping Scott, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know. Wow. I don't know if Ralph is that type of manager who just tries to stick with the midfield until it works. See, because like any game time. We haven't had him long enough for me to be able to gauge that. But I just have a weird feeling why Fred in this game. If he's fit, right?
He's the COVID out. I think he's fit, but he's got him and Tellers had COVID. That's what I said. Tomorrow we'll only hear from Ralph about Tellers and Fred probably.
Okay. In that sense, it probably will be Scott,
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right about Maguire, How have you gone out and bought an 80 million centre back, bought in Varane, and then we still feel like we don't have good enough centre backs? How has that happened?
I think we do. I just think Maguire is the worst of the lot. I think he's the worst out of anyone. I'd rather have anyone. Put Phil Jones, give me anyone. If we play Southampton, give me their centre backs. Who's the bottom of the league? Give me Burnley centre back, Watford centre backs. Anyone over Harry Maguire, I will take them gladly. Anyone. That's how. I don't know if you see my video yesterday about the Maguire thing, but I was gonna say, if we had to ask United fans who's the worst defender we can think of, and we probably, in our head, we'll probably meme Phil Jones. But then I said, yeah, we'll probably say Phil Jones. But then Phil Jones had a better performance than Maguire did in one game after how many seasons of not playing. So that's just how bad Harry Maguire is. And I can't stand Harry Maguire. So for me, this is on Ralph now. If Ralph picks Harry Maguire this weekend, I can't be asked. I honestly can't be asked. There's actually no hope. He has to get dropped. There's no excuse for him anymore for me.
Now, overall, of course, as we always say, it goes back to the incompetence of the board. The fact that we have incompetent centre-backs, our midfield is light, our wingers aren't actually wingers,
Well, we have one winger. Yeah, we have one good winger, at least at the moment.
Yeah, that goes back to the board, sadly. And but Ralph, as you say, he has a choice not to play Maguire. And if he plays him, it's on him. You know? So, Yeah, and Varane and Victor, when they were playing, they looked pretty good, you know.
They did look good.
So
Kept clean sheet as well.
I want to see that. Yeah, they did. Yeah. But you know what I'm thinking? I just want to see more youth now, because I'm over some of these players. You know, bring in someone from the youth for Rashford. You know, bring maybe a midfielder from the youth. I don't know, a centre back.
That's the problem. So like centre back, I don't think is a problem because Victor Varane, that's fine. Like it's fine. They haven't really let us down. But with regards to Rashford, it's supposed to be Ilanga, you know. But like again, Ralph just didn't want to choose Ilanga. Who knows? Maybe because of the penalty miss. Then in midfield, we do have a youth player who's doing well for 2 seasons now. Jimmy Garner, obviously, you know, young Jimmy Garner. He's been doing very well, you know. He even bossed the midfield with Leicester midfielders in it, with Ndidi and them in it. So people will ask him to come back, but we can't really bring him back at the moment. So this is just the situation. So with regards to the youth players, there's no one really in we can bring in for the positions we're struggling with. So like Hannibal is not a CDM, you know.
I'll ask you a question. Besides Ronaldo being off form at the moment, what's going on with the Ronaldo thing? What odd it was that we can't create chances, and maybe we still struggle with that a little. But like, why do you think we're struggling to get Ronaldo? Because personally, I feel like he's still got it. You know, he is still that player. He could probably still be the top scorer of the Premier League. What is it that we're struggling to work with Ronaldo?
To be honest with you, the chances they haven't been that great. One, I don't think that they have been. Like even the crosses into the box, it's okay. Like there's not one where it's like we were like that. Ronaldo could have put that one away. Like maybe you know the Cavani chance, like one of those things where it just didn't fall down quick enough. That would have been a nice one for Ronaldo, but it's unfortunate. The other thing is, Ronaldo doesn't look sharp enough anymore. He doesn't look as sharp as he used to be, and that could be just because how the season has been going. And the other one also I think is just he's not staying in his position. Ronaldo is not playing as a striker. Like he's there now and then, but for the most of the time, this guy is dropping deep. He's going to the wing because he's getting frustrated. He just wants the ball and he wants to go try and win the game, you know. And I think Ronaldo needs to just stay up front, stay in the box, you know. And I don't think he's doing that enough because there's so many times where we have the ball in the final opposition. Ronaldo's deep and now he's on the wing, and now he's not making the run into the box, and we actually need him there now into the box, you know. So I think there's a whole lot of problems.
Yeah.
But as you've seen it doesn't even matter because Cavani played, same thing happens. Nothing really for Cavani. It could be Martial, nothing happens. So
yeah. I feel like the concentration has gone up a little, but maybe you're right, it's still lacking, you know. Like, you just don't see Ronaldo get enough clear chances where he has the ball, you know, he can shoot a goal, he can shoot at range, you know.
It's never like one-on-one, you know. Where's the one-on-one chance?
You just never see that, you know. And I'm starting to wonder, do we need to build this team around him to get the best out of him?
Well, I would have told you that for free in the first place. You probably should build a team around Cristiano Ronaldo, but you know, some people, it is what it is. Because when have we ever seen Ronaldo get a tap-in in the box? Never. I can't remember the last time besides like debut tap-in. That's it. And that wasn't even like a cross. That was just a fluff shot from Greenwood that bounced back up and he tapped it in, you know. So we don't really create tap-ins. So many of the goals Ronaldo have scored has been like, you know, out of nowhere. It's just like, it's one of those he saved us, and that's why we threw to the next round.
He's feeding on scraps, honestly. And like, he's not the player he used to be at United, maybe when he began at Madrid, where he's a winger, you know. So you don't really need to build a team around him. He gets the ball, he can beat a man, he can make the cross, he can shoot from range, you know, he can create. I feel like at the later stages of his Madrid career, you look at Juventus, they did build a team around him. You know, it was all Ronaldo. Because while you do that, as much as you got Pogba and Bruno, it's Ronaldo, you know? And like, I kind of feel like maybe you have to build a team around someone. I don't know. Maybe it'll just work better for us if we just accept that it's Cristiano Ronaldo. If we build a team around him, maybe other players might not shine as much, but we will do well, you know? So that's something to think about.
It's almost like Fergie and the RVP, when RVP was getting dusted.
Yeah.
Fergie, what did he say?
Like
just get the ball to Robin and he's going to score. You know, it's basic. It's really not hard. It really isn't that hard, you know, to be honest with you. But we can't do that last part. Get the ball to Ronaldo in the good areas. You know, we just cannot. And the other thing, like I said, is Ronaldo. Evidently, he's not in those good areas anymore. So it's a bit of a sticky situation. But yeah. Anyways, moving forward, Mr. Maloto. Is there anything else that's going to surprise you about this game? Like, is there anything that you think we might have to watch out for, or that United can do to win this game, or have you lost all hope?
We can, of course, we can, you know. Look, if we're grasping for straws, you know, I guess the positives is that you are starting to see glimmers of a shape from time to time, as much as it dies out
so
very
like
quickly.
basic footballing, nice, yeah.
Yeah, so, these things take time, But we don't have time. That's just the reality of the situation. We don't have time, and on top of that, we're dealing with the ceiling because we have an incompetent board, But I don't know. I think we just need to have energy, We just need to win the one-on-one duels, as Ralph keeps talking about. We just need to have our shape, and just be aggressive, Like, that's what we're lacking, that aggression, especially in the second halves ever since Ralph has came, Like, you look at these teams, they zip the ball around quicker, Even if it's not the prettiest and the most tidy, but it's quick, So it's threatening. We don't have that, We just revert back to side FC, And we can't do that, Just a little bit of heart, And come on, fitness at this level,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Rooney also came and he did an interview and they said that this United team, similar to I felt also, this United team just don't have enough character, They don't want to play for the club, they don't want to play for something bigger than themselves, And he says that's the first thing he noticed, with this team when he watches United. There's not enough character. They're basically weak. These players are weak, aren't they? They're just weak. So yeah, it's very disappointing.
Okay, let's name and shame. Who would you put in that category in the starting lineup?
Name and shame. Rashford. Honestly, I would put Rashford there. Sancho is okay. Bruno is it's 50-50. Scott, I think Scott cares. I do think Scott cares about the club. Pogba, you could say, you could put him in that category, to be honest, because obviously he's probably playing for a move, but he's professional, clearly, he's performing. It's not like he's not performing, but again, it could be because of shop window. Sure, probably, maybe one of them. Victor, maybe. Maguire, yeah, Henderson's, yes. Varane, I think he's professional. Delo, I think he's professional. Aaron, maybe also in that category. Definitely weak man. I mean, yeah, definitely. De Gea, I think he's a professional. So yeah. Fred, I don't think. Also.
I sometimes feel like these pundits always run for Passion FC. I honestly do, and I get where they're coming from, and I don't want to keep trying to analyze what the problem is at United, because as soon as you try to do that, another problem's gonna pop up because we're just incompetent like that. But I think it's exactly that. I think the problem at United, in my honest opinion, is that we have good players, but I feel like we've never gone out with a mandate to build a team that's going to win the league. We've never come and said, okay,
you need a flawless team. You need a flawless team to win the league.
These components for this manager to win the league title, and we don't have that. So Ralph comes in. And okay, everybody needs creative wingers. Our wingers aren't creative enough, He needs a certain type of player. We don't have that, And because it's Manchester United, at the same time, everybody's on your back. The ball's on your back. The fans are on your back, And it's just a merry-go-round of firing managers. So I feel like sometimes because the paint is nice with Paul Pogba, with Ronaldo, you don't realize that these issues in the background directly affect how you play on the pitch from game to game, And I think it just comes down to a horrible truth.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough people in this team who are worthy of winning things. I look at this team and I don't really see many winners. I see Ronaldo, I see Pogba, I see Varane. Nice. Nice.
You can't deny that we're good players, But
no, it's good enough.
I guess the simplest way to put it, we just don't have a good enough team, That's the problem. You can have Pogba, you can have Ronaldo.
Like people like the Sanchos, Bruno, they probably are good enough to win a league, But there's many positions left.
I disagree. I think if you put them in the right circumstances with the players that complement them, they will, because they're brilliant players, I think Ronaldo exposes us the most. You've brought in the best striker in the world and he can't do it. What does that say? There's a bigger problem at play here.
Yeah, there is a big problem with United. But we are far away from that. To be honest, we are very far from having those conversations again at United. But I can tell you, Mr. Moroto, for the score prediction stuff, Mr. Google is telling me 60%. Google never let 60% United win, 22% chance of a draw, and an 18% chance of a Southampton win. We are playing at Old Trafford, so bear that in mind. But So you said 3-1 last week. I did mention it on the preview, even though you weren't there. I did mention your score prediction. I mentioned it in the match reaction also. I was like, Maloto is excited.
Wow.
You feeling excited again?
No.
No. Come on.
Not.
Maybe like a 10-0 today. We 9-0 last time.
I'm not.
You know, we beat the 9-0 last time. You know, all he did it. So maybe Ralph can do double 18. Who knows?
I'm done having hope for this team.
So how do you feel?
You know, I'll go first, I guess. It will be a difficult game. I think we can't. There's no way around that one. It's going to be a difficult game. They will probably dominate midfield because, at the very least,
they definitely have a way better midfield.
Yeah.
a functional midfield. You know, they definitely have a better functional midfield than us.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like there's games where I look at the game against West Ham, you know, where it looked like we focused so much on our defensive side, and it at least it got us over the line because it was 0-0, and then Rashford scored at the last minute, you know. But because we focused so much on the defensive side, I feel like offensively we lacked, you know. Or I don't know, or maybe we're still trying to find a balance and we're just not finding it, you know. But then on the flip side, I feel like, especially in the first halves in the last two games, we look better offensively. But then we're back to the team that's just caught on the break, like there's nobody's business, you know. So like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, the thing is, if we play anything like we've been playing in terms of our defensive contribution, I just don't see how they don't score. You know. So it's gonna be down to, can we score enough? And I'm not very confident about that, you know. So I'm gonna go for another draw. I'm gonna go 2-2.
2-2. I don't think we scored 2 goals. I can't remember that. It's 2 goals from us. That's what I'm more worried about at this point. I'll keep it simple. If Maguire plays, there's always a chance we'll lose the game. I'll be honest. If Maguire plays, there's always a chance we'll lose or choke the game. But anyways, even if Maguire doesn't play, I'm going to say we can't keep a clean sheet to save our lives. So Southampton will score. Probably from a set piece as well. And do they score from Tuesday? Yeah, I think that minimum Southampton will score 1 goal. I think minimum they won't have a problem with that. Then in terms of us, I don't see us scoring more than 1 or 2 goals. Maybe 2 is lucky even these days. You know, Ronaldo has to play for me. You just have to start Ronaldo again. I can't be having this nonsense. So you're dropping Ronaldo.
I didn't catch that. Was there a reason?
What?
For him not starting Ronaldo.
Yeah, we said this game is gonna be lots of running, and he fits the profile of Cavani.
What? I saw none of that.
And I said that before the game started. That's the reason why Ronaldo didn't play. He felt that this suited Cavani. But yeah, I don't care what suits fucking Cavani. You play Ronaldo. Yeah. I don't feel happy. You know what? I'm just gonna. Maybe you can jinx the jinx. You know. Let's jinx the jinx. So I'm gonna say we're gonna lose. I'm gonna say we'll score 1 goal. The Bills score 2. Please go win though. We'll try jinx the jinx. But honestly, I have no confidence. I got no confidence. We're gonna smack them 9-0.
Yeah, we're gonna win.
We're gonna win 9-0.
And then we're gonna be confident in the next game, and then we're gonna shock. Oh. Wow.
Surely United can't. They can't go on without winning a game. Surely they can't go this long without winning a game. Look at this. So last game we drew against Burnley, lost against Middlesbrough. We beat West Ham 1-0. Beat Brentford. It was okay before then. We drew against Villa. We need a win. We need a win. It feels too long without a win. Yeah, we need a run. We do need a run. That we do.
I think a run cements in the top 4. You get it definitely. But if we keep doing what we're doing, it's gonna go down to the wire.
And I don't want to scare you too early, but the fixtures. So now it's okay. You know, we get the Southampton, the Brighton, the Leeds. You know, some would say those are even the harder difficulties because we choke against the small teams. But then, Atletico, Watford, City, Tottenham, Atletico, Liverpool, Leicester, Everton, Norwich, Arsenal. So it's coming. It's going down. It's going down. March to April. It's going down. It's going down. So we need to pick up 4.
We haven't seen Ralph against big teams, yeah. So maybe I don't know. Maybe he can hit tactical masterclasses. You know. Maybe he's that guy.
Yeah, bring Ollie back for the
game. Up so well for the game.
We need Ollie. You need Ollie for the big game, so we can just sit back after that.
And I guess Atletico. I don't know. Actually,
Oh,
You
but
know,
still it's a fair distance.
Okay, yeah, but my heart has been the downfall of me because like it's the Champions League, you know. But I just get this feeling Ronaldo was sharp in that game.
Everyone's having that feeling. That's why I'm saying you guys are jinxing. Just allow him to do it. You know, I never used to say this as a Ronaldo fan because I just knew in my heart. I'm not gonna say it, but I know he's gonna do this his thing. You know, so but now it's different, whole different story. So let's just see what happens. But anyways, yeah, United, just give us a win. I think we need a win for positivity in the fan because it's depressing at the moment. It's hella depressing. We're all watching out of loyalty, you know.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like we're not angry. It's just weird.
It's
bad,
empty.
depressing
Yeah, it's just
feeling of
empty. It's just like
resignation.
there's no point watching United really, you know. So yeah, that's how it feels like. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the show. Nice to have Malota back again. So smash like at the video, subscribe if you are new, and let's just hope we get a dub on the weekend. Obviously, Ralph's presser should be tomorrow, so let's see what happens then and what he has to say. But yeah, Maguire mustn't play. I think that's the headline. Maguire mustn't play. And we shall see you all again tomorrow. Goodbye.